lesson, we are going to be solving percent problems using a proportion. So the proportion that we want to remember is where we put part of something over the whole total. So it's in a box because this is what I want to make sure I remember. And then notice my proportion is in a cloud because this is the proportion that you really should get into your memory bank. So you put the percent given over 100 because the percent given is only part. The 100 is your whole total. You're going to see as we look at the problems, there's going to be a number near is, which represents part, and of, there will be a number which represents the whole amount. So again, this is the proportion we will be using for every one of our problems. So let's start by looking at number 1. We'll read it first. It says 150 is 25% of what number? So notice, I am going to circle important information. Here is my number near the is. This is our percent, and it says of what number? Well, we don't know, so I'm just going to make that the variable n for number. All right, well, let's set up our proportion. When setting up the proportion, you have 25 given over 100 is equal to, now what is near is the 150, and of what number, our denominator, we do not know. So instead of working with really big numbers like that, I suggest that we go ahead and we simplify the 25 over 100. So you should know 25 goes into both of those. And when I simplify that, I end up with 1/4 is equal to 150 over n. Yes, I just copied the other part down. I've just simplified this fraction, so now I'm not working with such large numbers. So remember, when we solve proportions, we do multiply cross products, and when I draw that, it reminds me, oh, it is definitely going to be a multiplication sign. So we go ahead and we get, I'm going to write this over here to make sure that we have enough room. 1 times n is n, and that's a 1n, and 4 times 150 is equal to 600. So actually our number, just by doing our cross products, here is our answer. So when we're looking at this, 150 is 25% of the big number 600. And if you multiplied 150 times our 4, you do get 600. All right, so let's look at the second problem. I am given my 75%. This time I am given the of 200. And notice here is my is. What number? That is going to be my letter n. All right, setting up the problem. 75 over 100 is equal to our is, we do not know this time, here's our number, our of is 200. So again, I don't want to have to deal with such large numbers. I know I can divide both of these by 25, so I end up with 3/4 is equal to n over 200. And now we will do our cross products. And remember, when we do our cross products, we're just multiplying the numbers across from each other. So 4 times n is 4n. 3 times 200 is 600. And we are going to go ahead and we are going to divide by 4 to get the n by itself. And n is equal to 150. And there is our answer. Okay, let's look at number 3. What is 30% of 300? Well, here is my what is. So there's my variable. 30% we're going to write as a fraction. and they give me my big total for the of. So setting it up again, we're going to write that 30 over 100 is equal to the is an n, the of is 300. Again, when I see this, I see I can divide both by 10. So I end up with 3/10 is equal to my n over my 300. And now I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to continue over here to make sure you can see it. So I'm going to do my cross products. And 10n is equal to 3 times 300 is 900. I'm dividing both sides by 10, and I end up with n is equal to 90. So the number we were looking for was 90. And here's our last problem. So 46 is what percent of 107? Okay, well here is our number near our is. Notice now they want what percent. So that number is going to be n. And of is our big total, and it is 107. So as we set this up, let's go back to our proportion. Percent over 100 is equal to is over of. Well, we don't know the percent. So we're going to do, and I'm going to put a p for percent. It doesn't matter what variable that you use, or I had an n there, but I'm going to make it a p. P over 100, again, the variable doesn't matter, is equal to 46 over 107. Again, here's my cross products. And I get 107p is equal to 46 times 100 is 4,600. I'm going to divide both sides by my 107. So when you get this number, it actually does not end up really, it goes on. It doesn't end. So we're going to have to round this. So I suggest that we round it to the nearest percent because we have a 9 there. We know that our percent is going to be 43%. If this video was helpful to you today, please add a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more Math with Marcia. See you again soon.